Hey guys, this is Brian from thetruthaboutwatches.com here with you today reviewing the G-Shock G9000 Mudman. And as you can see, this is the gray model. Pretty hard to find. It took me about 3 months to actually get a hold of one. They seem to be sold out everywhere. This is the non-atomic, non-solar model, so it's just a plain old battery powered quartz. It does have the typical G-Shock functions. I'll try to go through them here real quick. These buttons are pretty stiff because they're protected against dirt getting inside. Have stopwatch 1, which I'm going to go ahead and start here, and stopwatch 2, which I'm also going to start, and I'll show you why in a minute. It's a countdown timer. It's a 12-hour countdown timer. Of course, you have the alarms. This one's set to go off here in just a second, so I can show you the flash alert. Of course, there's the world time, and this watch does have 4 separate alarms, including a signal, hourly signal, snooze alarm, and just a regular go off when you tell them to alarms. Of course, here back to the home time. Now, if I can get the camera lined up properly here, on the bottom of the dial and the top of the dial, along the outer edges, which is probably going to be pretty hard to photograph here, you can see the squares blinking right underneath of the bar on the left. That's actually the stopwatch trackers. They track up to about 60 minutes, and you can watch each individual stopwatch follow along that line. Not really sure what I would use that for, but it's pretty cool. A lot of people ask what this is for right here. This little thing where it says flash points to a circle. That again is the flash alert, and what that does is it lets you know that the watch is set up to deliver flash alerts. Right now, as you can see, it's highlighted. So your stopwatch, your timer, alarms, and hourly signals will flash along with the normal beeping. As you can see here, this is a dual illuminator model, which I'll show you here in just a second. A couple other cool things. The case back is protected by a big rubber gasket. Just make sure you can't damage it by wearing it on your arm. Another cool feature is these little, I guess, bumpers, if you want to call them. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up on the video. It just keeps the watch lifted up off of your arm a little bit, so you don't get that typical, slime buildup when you wear it for a long time. The buttons are, like I said, they're recessed and they're covered by these rubber guards. They're a little bit difficult to push, but I'm not sure that's a bad thing. Obviously, the buttons on each side are different shaped. These buttons are round, the other ones are square. It is, of course, the 200 meter resist, like almost all the rest of Casio's G-Shocks. And you can see here we're still building on the first block of the stopwatches. Band's pretty comfortable. It does have a really unique double hasp here that clicks through the band, which is pretty cool. This band is extremely long. This one's actually trimmed. They come a lot longer than this by about 5 holes, so you can really get a big wrist in here. In just a second, I'm going to kill the lights so you can see the flash alert. While we're waiting for that, I'll just also say that out of all my G-Shocks, this one keeps probably the best time. Hang on one second, I'll kill the lights. And you can see the flash alert go off here in just a second. So you can see there, that's really cool. While I have the lights off, I'll kill this alarm and show you the illumination. Just one of the best illuminations on any G-Shock. I mean, this has really put this watch into my favorite category. It's gotten all sorts of wrist time since I bought it. Just really, really cool illumination. Anyways, what I was saying about the accuracy is some of my other quartz G-Shocks, I don't think any of them are I'm not going to say inaccurate, but I've had this one up against the atomic clock, and it's not even a millisecond off of the atomic clock after I think I've had it for 7 days now. Which, my other G-Shocks tend to be about one second slow all the time. They seem to run constantly a second slow on the atomic clock. I'm not sure if there's any real reason behind that or not, but this one's been pretty good. Just a couple things to note. Some people have asked how to turn the flash alert on and off. If you hold the stop reset button, it'll switch to 12-hour time. And it blinks one time. And that means the flash alert's off, and you can see it, the little icon disappeared there. And of course you can just push this to get 24-hour time back, which I always leave on. That's pretty much it for this particular watch. Obviously, it's just another G-Shock as far as functionings go. It has the typical G-Shock operation, typical G-Shock buttons, illumination underneath the 6 o'clock position. Just ended up being a really cool watch, and I had kind of delayed buying a Mudman for a long time because the looks were kind of strange for me, but it's turned out to be really, really cool. And as you can see, the stopwatch is still ticking. This watch has a lot of different indicators on the dial for all the things that it's doing, and we'll go ahead and stop these chronographs here. They each track, like I said, to about 60 minutes on the main dial, and of course they'll go, I think, 24 hours inside the actual menus, or inside the actual stopwatch menu. Pretty cool. And of course, once you have the snooze set, you just push the adjust button, it'll turn on or off. Get back to the home screen here. So as you can see, this is pretty much just your standard G-Shock, aside from the color and the illumination. It's really been a winner for me, and I'll probably end up picking up a couple other Mudmans. Just been all around great watch. Real quick for a size comparison, they're not super small, they're not super big, they're like right in the middle for G-Shock. Again, a lot of G-Shocks are on the small side for me. This is not really an exception there. It's probably one of the smaller watches that you'd see me wearing, but for the kind of work I do, these are perfect. So I guess that's about it for today, and I will see you guys next time.